Asked to sign a non-compete after I put in my notice. As the title says, I left my job of nearly 18 years for various reasons, but mainly due to being grossly underpaid. When I started, the company was new in the industry and employment contracts weren't part of the hiring process. I never signed one initially, but all subsequent employees had to. Fast forward to the present, I put in my notice. HR emails over the standard non-compete that everyone else signed, asking me to please review and sign the attached document. I know my rights and was already on my way out. Hell no, I'm not signing anything. I just can't fathom the audacity here. What are they going to do, write you up and fire you? Hey, they screwed themselves. The greatest thing about this is that HR just created a paper trail admitting that you never signed a non-compete document. Even better? If they're foolish enough to attempt any future legal action, you already have a signed dated document showing that they have no grounds to hold you to a non-compete because you never agreed to one in the first place. Thumbs up. Ask for 10 years worth of salary and benefits to sign it. My answer: I won't be signing that as it wasn't ever discussed with me previously. Looks like you might have the skills and know how to steal their customer base. Do it. Never sign anything on your way out the door. Just steal their business since they didn't pay you fairly. Zero chance. This is hilarious. Trying to slip it in as regular paperwork for a separation. Also, laughs in Californian. Non-competes for employees have been illegal in California since 1872. Respond back: thank you for confirming I currently do not have a non-compete. They can't do anything to you if you don't sign it, so they certainly tried. Just smile at them on your way out as you drop if on the floor. El Mao, the cheek of it. Say you'll sign it for insert hefty payment here. They took a shot, but likely they knew it was not going to work. If they ask about it, simply say that you need to have it reviewed by your attorney and that you will get back to them once you are given the go-ahead by the attorney. Then ignore them. Lol, they tried. Fuck you. I'm competing. Wait, your last post from a year ago says you quit a lob over a bad raise. Yet you're saying you just quit a job after 18 years? Did you decide to not quit last year? Sounds like D's nuts is signing that non-compete. My lawyer wants to know how much you're offering as severance in exchange for me signing away these rights. What should I tell them? It wasn't mentioned in your original offer. If you don't sign it, what can they really do? You're leaving anyways. Non-compete agreements happen at onboarding, not at the end. What are they offering to sign it? Contracts have to have an offer and acceptance. Typically, the offer is a job when given when you're onboarding. To give it at the end of service, they have to give something. Can you imagine being presented with a prenup at a divorce hearing? Same thing. Tell them you will sign for 4 years of salary up front. Are you going to a competitor? Sign nothing that does not benefit you. Ask HR, what's in it for me? That's just dumb. What's worse is that they expect you to fall for it. It's a great negotiation opportunity. So if you're moving to another job that isn't a competitor, you can get a real payday out of this. Ask for a year's compensation for each year you agree not to compete. Tears of joy, 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 winking face that took nerve. Cross the whole thing and scribble, I'm not signing this bullshit on it. A non-compete without consideration? No. Lol, NOEP. What are they going to do? Fire you? Sorry, but to enter a new agreement such as this would require compensation. What package are you offering? Most non-competes wouldn't even hold up in court. They're just a power move by employers to try and intimidate you. I would never sign one. This is a power move scare tactic of those who hold degrees in malignant business administration. Don't sign. Also, if there isn't sufficient monetary consideration, then it isn't enforceable even if you did. I would ask them how much they are planning on offering you to sign away your rights for a number of years. You are under no obligation to sign it, especially without additional consideration on their part. Usually they'll try to get you to sign stuff and hold your severance hostage. But since you're quitting, they have zero leverage and are hoping you're dumb enough to just sign it. Haha. What a joke. You know if you don't sign it, they might fire. Wait. Sure, $300,000 cash up front, no refund, and I'll sign. I don't know where you found the audacity, but you better put it back. No. How are you supposed to get a job if you don't compete? Lol. Ignore or reply no. Unless you were making well over $100K. Non-compete and solicitation clauses are not worth the paper they are printed on. Even if you did sign them, they wouldn't hold up in court unless you have access to specific company trade secrets for their business model. They also are required to have a duration in the contract for how long they are legally allowed to restrict those activities, which, if is not included, automatically invalidates the contract legally. But yeah, as most of the others have already stated, they just created their own paper trail showing you never signed or agreed to any of it. So I wouldn't start now. I think the FTC is changing the rules on non-competes anyhow. Snarky reply: the compensation due for an outgoing non-compete agreement is full salary, including cost of living and performance increases, due up front, for the full desired duration of the contract. Validity begins from date of payment received, nullified if payment not received within X days from separation with company. I had that happen before. I told them to pay me half of my annual salary for each year of the non-compete and I'd sign. They told me at the end of the day that they wouldn't be doing that and they didn't need me to finish the 2 weeks. They wind up needing me multiple times over the next few weeks and I made them pay me my 2 weeks in order to help them as needed for the next 4 weeks. They paid. After 4 weeks I quit answering all communication. My buddy from that job says they were pissed and said they were gonna sue me. Never heard from them. Hit reply all and copy in your team and respond. This is hilarious. Thanks for this joke as a send-off. And to think everyone here thinks HR has no sense of humor. This makes the resignation even more worth it. Thanks. Non-compete means they have to pay you, and you can decide if the money is worth it. Plus, unless they were giving you something in exchange, e.g. a severance package, it wouldn't be enforceable in the first place. Non-competes are basically unenforceable in most states. What are they giving you in exchange for signing a non-compete? If they are giving you nothing extra, I would not sign anything. Yay, there's a reason they're supposed to have you sign that at the beginning of your employment. Can't hold anything over your head when you're already quitting LMAO. As an exercise in amusement, I would have responded with an agreement that I would do so in exchange for whatever my current salary was at the time, for the full duration of the non-compete they were demanding. It never would have happened, but it would have made me laugh.